Hello, everybody. This is Grandma Kay. I'm here to tell you the stories for our Vacation Bible School this year. We're so glad that you are able to join us. This year, the stories are going to be particularly good. The first one is how Jesus chose his disciple. In those days, Jesus was still fairly new to be known to the people, and they followed him around like a little puppy dog. He would tell them to stop doing bad things and to only do good things. One day, Jesus was off at the seashore, and a crowd gathered around to listen to him and hear what he had to say. Well, to keep from being crushed by the crowd, he hopped into a fishing boat so more people could hear him and he could be away from the crowd. After he was finished, he looked over and he said, "Thanks for letting me use your boat." Jesus said this to Simon and Andrew. They were the ones who owned the boat. And Jesus said, "I'm going to pay you back for letting me use your boat by letting you catch a lot of fish. Take your boat out into deeper waters." Well, Andrew and Simon had been out all night long. They hadn't caught one fish. So they looked at Jesus and they said, "Well, okay, Master, but we haven't caught any fish at all." And Jesus said, "Just do what I say." So they went out into deeper water and they threw their nets over the boat. And guess what happened? Their nets got so full of fish that they started to rip, snap, pop right out of the frames that held them. Well, at that point, Simon and Andrew yelled over to James and John, who were their fishing partners, and said, "Hey, come over here and help us. We're going to lose our nets. There's so many fish in them, we can't hold them all." So James and John hurried over to help them catch all of the fish into two nets rather than just the one. Well, after they had gotten onto shore and had sorted out all the fish, Jesus looked at them and he said, "Hey, Simon and Andrew, hey, James and John, come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So they left their boats, clunk, clunk, dropping everything as they went, and they followed Jesus. Well, in another day or two, Jesus was walking through the city, and here was a man sitting in a booth, and he was a tax collector. Well, in those days, nobody liked tax collectors because they took all of their money. And Jesus looked and he said, "Hey, Matthew, don't be a tax collector anymore. Come with me, and we will go fishing for men." So Andrew dropped everything, including his money, into the dirt, and he followed Jesus. Well, later that week, Jesus picked the rest of his disciples. We all know that he had 12 disciples. He just picked 5, so he needed to pick 7 more. They were Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas and James, Thaddeus, another Simon, and Judas. "Follow me," Jesus said to each of them. Crash, bong, boom, they all stopped and dropped what they were doing. Now they were disciples. Now they would follow Jesus. Jesus and his 12 friends, the disciples, shared the workload with many other followers, including Mary Magdalene, Joanna, and Susanna. No matter where he went, Jesus called for men and women, boys and girls to drop what they were doing and follow him. You've all played Follow the Leader. What kind of leader is it that you enjoy most following? Thanks for listening to the story today. Goodbye.